Ben Higgins, Ashley Iaconetti, expose Bachelor Nation secrets. Ben Higgins and Ashley Iaconetti are almost famous, but now they're ready to get infamous. Keep reading for all the details on the new series from the Bachelor Nation alums that promises to expose the most shocking secrets of the popular franchise. Ben Higgins and Ashley Iaconetti are two alum from Bachelor Nation to stay relevant after their time on the reality show. They co-host the iHeartRadio podcast, Almost Famous. Ashley is married to Jared Hyben. They met on Season 2 of Bachelor in Paradise. While they dated on the show, their relationship didn't blossom until after they left the beach. They got married in 2019 and have two sons, Dawson and Hayden. Ben Higgins and his non-Bachelor Nation wife, Jess Clark, welcomed a daughter, Winona, earlier this year. Ashley and Ben launched the Almost Famous podcast in 2017. The podcast often features guests from the franchise. However, some topics are off-limits due to NDAs the contestants sign on the show. But now, the gloves are off, and the podcast hosts are ready to expose the show's deepest and darkest secrets. iHeartRadio is launching Infamous. Sometimes roses are red flags. According to the promo on Instagram, the new podcast includes controversial guests and former producers who are no longer under contract with ABC and can spill all the tea. Bachelor Nation fans took to social media to share their reaction to the new podcast. A lot of fans from the show are interested in listening to the podcast. Oh yeah, I don't listen to their other podcast, but I'll tune in for this one. I'm in. Sounds interesting. Not a fan of either, but this is one I may actually listen to. This is an interesting idea, but I also give them about 3 weeks before they piss people off by having someone truly controversial like Colton on. I'm curious who they will have on. I'm all for people who got unfairly bad edits on the main shows or Paradise being able to talk. I'm less interested in people who are controversial for their off-screen behavior problems. Former Bachelorette stars Claire Crawley and Katie Thurston teased their involvement in the infamous podcast in the Instagram comments. Claire wrote that she has an entire archive of stories to tell. Katie Thurston, who was recently diagnosed with breast cancer, hinted that she isn't under contract anymore. NDA? Don't know her, she wrote. The first episode of the podcast series dropped already. Sydney Gordon from Joey Graziati's season was the first guest on Infamous. She was portrayed as the villain on the season after drama with the other women, especially Maria Georgas. The tension between Sydney and Maria reached a fever pitch during a 2-on-1 date with Joey. He ended up sending Sydney home after the date, though Maria went home a few episodes later. Joey got engaged to Kelsey Anderson in the season finale. Ashley Iaconetti started the interview with Sydney Gordon off by discussing her own role in Sydney joining the show. Apparently, Ashley pushed for a year for the producers to cast Sydney on The Bachelor. Sydney went on to discuss her feud with Maria and whether she regrets joining the show. Give it a listen and let us know in the comments who you want to see on Infamous.